Have you ever noticed breathing stops feeling natural once you consciously focus on it? This automatic bodily act is the absolute foundation of human life. Hold your breath for just 30 seconds and your heart slows sharply. After 1 minute, your vision blurs and limbs go numb from oxygen loss. Past 3 minutes, permanent brain damage begins to set in. Every single breath we take fights against the constant threat of death. Arthur Schopenhauer built his entire pessimistic philosophy on this truth. He wrote that our physical life is death perpetually delayed. Our inner mental restlessness is endless boredom, held at bay. Every inhale pushes back the inevitable end we all face. But if life is just a constant fight against dying, can we ever win? Survival is humanity's most primal, powerful core desire. Death is the ultimate barrier crushing every urge to live. Mortality is an unescapable hard limit for all human beings. The struggle to stay alive is a battle we are guaranteed to lose. This is the core of Schopenhauer's famous claim, life is inherently suffering. To understand his definition of suffering, we start with desire blocked. Pain arises when your will hits an uncrossable obstacle. Want something you cannot have, that is suffering. Long for love that remains unattainable, that is also suffering. Humans carry endless cravings, so suffering is constant. This isn't just everyday frustration. Rigorous philosophy backs it. Schopenhauer's central concept is the will, his core metaphysical idea. The world's underlying essence is blind, unceasing will. He could not give a rigid, formal definition to this force. He described will as a blind, aimless, endless drive. It exists in all inorganic matter, plants, and human bodies. Every natural growth pattern reveals this primal unconscious urge. Will acts as universal energy across all objective reality. Inside human minds, it manifests as endless craving. Crucially, will has no fixed destination or rational purpose. It surges forward purely out of unstoppable internal momentum. Humans are will's highest form of objectified existence. Our entire identity is ruled by this blind force. Reason cannot overpower or redirect our primal will. This traps us in chaotic, tragic cycles of craving. Traditional metaphysics asks 3 core human questions. Who are we? Where do we come from? And where are we ultimately headed? Older philosophy assumed humans hold rational inherent meaning. Schopenhauer's metaphysics rejects all rational ultimate purpose. We drift without any preordained meaningful destination. Humanity floats on an endless ocean with no distant shore. Will's blind nature creates universal conflict throughout existence. Will objectifies itself into layered universal Platonic ideas. All tangible phenomena stem from these foundational forms. Every level of existence competes for limited space and matter. Physical, chemical, and organic forces constantly clash. All forms struggle to manifest their own unique idea. Higher ideas overpower and consume lower ones constantly. The entire universe is an endless battlefield of competing will. The animal kingdom lays this brutal competition bare. All creatures survive by consuming other living beings. Every life form only persists by suppressing others' will. Human conflict is will's most horrific self-war. Our world becomes a hell where we torment each other. Schopenhauer's famous quote, "Man is a wolf to man." Will can only feed on itself with no external substance. This endless hunger creates pursuit, anxiety, and agony. Can human beings ever break free from the will's grip? Per Schopenhauer's metaphysics, will is all there is. No outside power or force can alter its fundamental nature. Every event follows the principle of sufficient reason. This law dictates all outcomes are predetermined and necessary. Human actions operate under identical rigid necessity. Your character plus motivation equals inevitable behavior. Self-awareness cannot escape this causal chain of will. Pre-modern philosophy placed God as our external creator. Schopenhauer eliminates divine authority entirely. Reason may tweak your methods. not your core will. Necessity strips humanity of authentic free will. The world and will are two sides of the same single reality. No divine afterlife or transcendent Platonic realm exists. Every creature is chained to unescapable causal fate. This system directly leads to Schopenhauer's pessimistic ethics. Mortality and impermanence are universal human experiences. The poet Carlo Dassi wrote, "Birth is humanity's original sin. Being thrown into existence traps us in suffering cycle. Will chases endless desires that never fully satisfy us. Every fulfillment fades instantly, leaving new craving. Life's core drive has no lasting ultimate reward. Death is the only unavoidable endpoint for all pursuit. Wanting anything is suffering. Death is suffering's peak." Schopenhauer compares life to a ship navigating storms. Every small victory only brings you closer to sinking. Death is the one obstacle will can never permanently beat. Critics argue satisfaction creates genuine happiness. Schopenhauer counters, pleasure is purely negative relief. Joy only exists as the temporary end of pain. Once your wish is fulfilled, the joy vanishes fast. Attainment drains all appeal from the object you wanted. The sweetest moment is anticipating your goal. After achievement, boredom immediately replaces joy. You instantly hunt for a brand new desire. Humans cycle endlessly between craving and emptiness. This cycle explains the endless monotony of weekdays and weekends. You long for rest all week, yet feel empty on Saturdays. Without a target desire, existence weighs heavy. Schopenhauer defines boredom as a distinct form of agony. Privileged wealthy people face this suffering most acutely. The middle class feels boredom on weekends alone. Remove your daily workload and life feels hollow. You either wait for work or chase trivial distractions. Both paths lead back to fresh desire and new pain. Schopenhauer's iconic metaphor, life swings like a pendulum. It rocks endlessly between pain and tedious boredom. Severe boredom pushes people to reckless self-destruction. Unfulfilled longing hurts, yet satisfaction empties you. We repeat this cycle until death ends all striving. To Schopenhauer, existence itself is a fundamental error. Boredom reveals life's hollow lack of intrinsic meaning. If being held inherent value, boredom could never exist. We spend every breath staving off inevitable death. All natural processes dissolve into nothingness eventually. Existence's core pursuit inherently leads to ruin. Life begins with youthful passion, ends in decay. Western audiences may recognize this bleak outlook. It echoes the quiet melancholy many feel at joyful gatherings. Even happy moments carry a faint undercurrent of sorrow. We know all people, civilizations, and stars will fade away. Suffering alone is permanent. Joy is fleeting interruption. Schopenhauer's pessimism spawns huge philosophical debate. He reworks Immanuel Kant's thing, in itself, into will. Kant reserved the thing in itself for divine possibility. Schopenhauer eliminates God entirely from metaphysics. This removal clears the path for modern nihilism. He observes human existence is a hollow illusion. His solution to break will's chain is radical negation, 3 forms of will denial, complete celibacy, voluntary poverty, and ultimately self-starvation. Only rejecting all life drive erases the world's chaos. Eliminate will, and space, time, self all vanish. No will means no observable universe whatsoever. Schopenhauer's answer to life's meaning: negate will. This solution strikes most people as indistinguishable from despair. His thought birthed a long line of major philosophers: Nietzsche's Übermensch, Heidegger's authentic dwelling, Sartre's humanist existentialism, Camus' Sisyphus, Arendt's natality, Foucault's care of the self. Pondering suffering existence is life's core question. Contemplating this dilemma is its own reward. If this deep dive into Schopenhauer shifted your perspective, like, subscribe for weekly Western philosophy breakdowns. Comment below, how do you cope with life's boredom and longing? Catch you next time for more deep philosophical analysis.